everyone, and welcome to Gender Talk 211. My name is Eva Lopa, and I am your host. Have you ever wondered what goes on in a young leader's mind? Young girl leaders, to be exact. Today's episode features Anna and Awan, young girl leaders from St. Lawrence Secondary High School. An episode that shares a glimpse of hope and tomorrow's leadership. You're most welcome. Hi, Anna.
Hi,
How are you doing?
I'm okay.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Do you know anything about Gender Talk 211?
Not really, but when I met Polly, she told me it's just a talk about women in power.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And first, I want you to introduce yourself to everyone.
Okay. As mentioned, my name is Anna Abuk. I'm a student of St. Lawrence Academy, the head prefect of St. Lawrence Academy at the same time.
My name is Awan Watch, and I'm from our Eastern location. Actually, I'm the head girl of St. Lawrence Academy and very interested in leadership since I was young, 2018 if I can recall. I was only 12 years old. I led as the head of class monitors when I was in Uganda. Same when I came here, I also led as health prefect, head girl in primary, and now in high school. So I've always liked leadership since I was young.
Yeah. Actually, I'm so happy to be here because this has been one of the things that I always want to talk about women. Yeah, this one thing I really love so much. Why? Because most of the time we face issues to do with gender equality. And for that reason, I think that when we come together and we talk, we can find a solution for it. Yeah.
I agree. That was a beautiful introduction.
Thank you.
And you said this is something you've always wanted to do. Did you get an opportunity to sit down with other women, other girls, to talk about issues to do with what you mentioned, like gender equality?
Yeah, actually, I have, but it's still not that. I found that opportunity, but it's still not like the way I want it. Because in my school, we have something to do with the Girls Leadership Club.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a club that was initiated by NPC, the National Press Club. Yeah, we are actually doing great. Yeah, we come together, we discuss about our issue. Actually, the club has just been established, so there's not much that we have done, but I believe we are going to do a lot.
Okay, good. Who are some of your leadership role models? Women that you look up to, you want to be like?
Women that I always wanted to be like, I can start from my country. Rebecca Nyandeng, Nono Kumba, Awudeng Achwil. I like it so much. And I really became so proud when I came to South Sudan and I heard that there are also ministers that are women. I felt happy and it inspired me to also be among them because for real, they're doing great. And I believe women can do more than men.
Is that something that you want to be in the future? Let's say minister, a vice president?
Yeah. These have always been my dreams since I was young. I always thought leadership was always my first priority because naturally I was born with confidence. Since I was young, I always liked motivating people so much. Even my big sister, I can sit her down and motivate her.
Give them advice.
Tell her advice and all this stuff. So I've always had dreams of being a leader, and I know one day I will be a leader.
Okay. Why do you think it's so important to have women in leadership?
I believe if women participate in leadership, there can be more decisions and a more safer environment for both women and men to live.
So when did you become head prefect?
Last year.
Last year. So this is very new for you as well.
Yeah.
What have you been doing? What are your responsibilities as head prefect?
Well, I have a lot of responsibilities. One is to do with leadership. what exactly do I mean by leadership? It's providing guidance to my fellow prefects and also to the rest of the students. Yeah, because as a leader, you are supposed to guide people on what to do. Because at school, we have rules and regulations. So if you see someone is not doing the right thing, you're supposed to guide that person and tell he or she is supposed to be done like this. And also, as the head prefect at school, I also have this responsibility to solve problems. Problems may arise within the students, and not every problem that maybe the teacher has to solve it. We as leaders, we also have some role to play, because there are some minor really that we are supposed to solve them, not to
Yourselves.
Yeah.
I got you. You know, in my young years, that was not so long ago, in high school, I was also head girl for the whole school. But my time and your time are completely different. And when I compare what I did as head girl and what you're doing as head prefect, and also the issues that you're concerned about, it's very, very different. So when you talk about, you said the leadership club, right? And you said you talk about issues that affect girls as well. What kind of issues do you discuss?
Okay. As girls at school, some of our colleagues, they may be facing issues like, let me say, some girls at school, I'm also the chairperson at the same time of the girls leadership club and also the head prefect. Some girls actually, they face a lot of challenges. Some of them might not be coming to school, and you will be asking yourself why she's not coming to school. Yeah, sometimes I call the girl and try to talk to her. Why you not coming to school? Maybe she tries to lie it, but most of the times we find out that they tell us it's a family issue, things to do with family stuffs. Also, as I am, in our culture, you cannot go direct to the family, and maybe they will consider that as disrespect.
Yeah.
But as my fellow girl, I will just try to talk to you on how to bear with the situation, and maybe try to focus on education, and should not maybe overthink about what is happening.
What kind of, like, when they say it's family issues, what are the most similar issues that you hear about?
Okay, sometimes it is mistreatment from the guardians, or most especially from the guardians. They tell you maybe because the family is big, you end up waking up in the morning, you do other stuff. When you now want to prepare to go to school, you see it's already late and you cannot go to school. Because even in my school, at 7, the gate is locked. And if you go at 7, you will not be allowed to enter. You see, you just see yourself late and you be like, why should I go to school? And at the end of the day, I'm going to come back. I'd rather be at home. And also some of the issues are marriage. And it's something that we know in South Sudan. Yeah, actually, some of my friends and my colleagues have been facing this issue of being taken to the village that you're supposed to get married and all this. But sometimes they resist, and I really thank them for resisting, because they are not in that appropriate age of getting married. Yeah, these are also some of the issues that they try to tell me. But of course, as I am now, I cannot do anything maybe. But what I can really offer to that girl is to just try to talk to her. Yeah, try to talk to her, because it is something that she's not the first person it has been happening. So maybe she should not try to take it personal, that why is this thing happening to me and all this. I always try to talk to them.
Yeah. I think when it comes to, we'll call it's child marriage, I think you should take it personal. I think they all should take it personal, because you have the right to, live your childhood, to make decisions for yourself. You deserve all good things. You have the right to education, and then make choices for yourself when you're of the appropriate age. I take it personal when I hear these stories. I think you should absolutely take it very, very personal.
But even if you take it personal and maybe there's no one standing with you, still there's no point of taking it personal. You just make it cool.
Kind of give out.
Yeah.
Okay. How does it make you feel when you hear those stories?
Feel sad. I feel very sad. I feel like, now what is the point maybe of coming to the world and just be giving like that and all this? I really feel bad. But if I am in front of that lady, I make myself strong because, someone going through such a thing and it is not happening to you, that you try to like feel sad in front of her. Of course, she's really going to feel bad and she's really going to say, this thing which is happening to me, it is bad because that person, it's not happening. That person is standing right in front of me, but that person tried to be sad and all this. She will really think bad and maybe try to do something which is not good. So when I'm in front of them, I get that.
Try to be strong.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a tough topic to talk about.
Yeah.
And when you discuss it with, let's say, the girls' leadership club, or when you discuss it with your colleagues amongst yourselves, what is the conversation like?
Yeah, when we discuss it, we try to say that maybe we should carry out maybe some kind of a session, and maybe we try to gather girls together, and maybe we try to talk to them because it is actually funded by some, as I said earlier, by the NPC. So for everything we are supposed to do, we first tell them,
I report back.
yeah, report back. Maybe we want to carry such kind of a session or a workshop with girls and all this. We first go back to them. If they agree, then we continue because they are the ones supporting us.
Okay. Do you have these conversations with your parents, with your family?
Not really, but at times it comes in a kind of just a joke and like that, but not that they call you and they try to talk to you. But I always have it with my elder brother. Yeah, I think that's the first one I do have, but not my parents, because it's actually my dad that I'm living with. But unfortunately, he's working most of the times. He's busy and all this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So sometimes you might not be able to have
Yeah.
that kind of conversation. Okay. Tell me about you and your school life. So now are you graduating high school this year?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens after you graduate?
Reading a lot. Me, after dating, I just want to work in a field that we try to promote gender equality. Most of the times, I really focus on women empowerment, like women participation in politics. Even recently, I had a radio talk show with iRadio about how we can, what are the things that we are supposed to do in order to create a conducive environment for women participation in politics and leadership. Yeah, most of the times I feel like I should finish first and at least maybe get something that I should do at least to promote such kind of things. Like things that happen around me, just I mentioned, at least I try to support such kind of girls. Maybe sometimes, such kind of girls also, they need the big support.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe just try something really small. Maybe try to go to secondary schools and maybe try to talk to them how we should manage this life. Although things like this happen, but there is still, because they say every problem, there is a solution.
Yes.
So that we can find solution, and they try to push with life.
Okay, good. What about university?
I am doing that. I believe I'll be studying.
Oh, I'm sorry. You meant you'll be working and in university. I'm sorry. So what will you be studying in university?
I want to study law.
Okay, let's all watch out here. Yes, because I think you're going to bring a lot of change to this country. So why law?
You know, most of us do not know our rights. Most of us, we do not know our rights. And for that reason, we are supposed to know the Constitution and know our rights. And after studying, I make sure that at least everyone knows his or her right. Because especially in South Sudan, we do not know our rights. Even us, we don't know our rights. Even we don't know the Constitution and all this. But this Constitution is supposed to be put in practice. And we all know our rights.
Yes, I'm so, I don't know if it's impressed or I'm just proud, but I'm feeling so many things right now, and I'm really happy that you feel the way you feel and you know how to express it very well, and you also know the path to make change. Something that is I'm not going to say very rare. I'll speak for myself. When I was your age, I probably did not have my life figured out the way that you do right now. So I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
And what would you say to young girls out there? What would be your message?
Well, my message is that whatever thing that happens around you, of course, there are things that will happen around you, and baby, you try to anger will arise and all this. But when anger arises, do not make bad decisions because you will regret them in future. So my message is whatever thing that happen around you, first think twice before you make a decision. Because most of the times when you get to see when someone is angry, you try to make bad decisions. Even me, when I'm angry also sometimes, I try to make bad decisions, but when I come back to senses, I'll be like, oh my gosh, why would I even think of something like that? But when I realize that, it is anger that was doing me. And also in whatever thing they are doing, they should have hope in it. Yeah, no matter anything that happens, they should be strong and work hard for it. Work hard for your goals, and of course, you will definitely achieve them.
What would be your message to the government?
Of South Sudan, we always had a lot of young girls that would even want to express everything in front of South Sudan, because it's only 30% that are enjoying the girl child education in South Sudan. Just out of my thinking capacity, I know the majority of the girls are not happy, and it's because they don't have support. Our country is still young. It can't be compared with the rest of the countries. I request for support. For those who cannot manage even to buy for themselves Vaselines, perfumes, shoes, sandals, others can't even afford pads. That's a lot. The government really has to come up with how to support these girls with some needs. And as one of my colleagues said, government school should be part of it, in case it's being a single-sex school, so that most of the girls can participate in education and build a stronger nation.
Well, the government of South Sudan should really focus on, let me say, these issues that are concerning girls. They should at least come up with, let me say, a mentorship program, especially to the female
Young women.
yeah, young women actually in the government. They should at least come up with a mentorship session. Maybe let's say in the school calendar, there should be at least once in a year. Let's say that a girls talk mentorship, because that one we do it in as our skill, and I believe it is really important. Most of the times we really get a lot of things from there. Well, when they come and speak to us, we really feel good. We'll be like, she has done something like this. I think if I also struggle, of course, she will tell us how she has been struggling and reach up to that stage. And when they try to narrate for us the story, we feel like, oh, she has done it, so why can't I do it? I'll also definitely do it. That one really gives us the courage and morale to work hard for also our dreams. So that mentorship is really very important. I think it should be compulsory in schools. And also they should at least increase the opportunities for education for students. Also the government should try to at least maybe construct some government schools, because now in the grassroots, guys are just at home.
Yes.
They are at home, they are not going to school and all this. And that's because in the grassroots, they are not good schools. And I believe if the government will construct good schools that side and bring teachers, of course, definitely the girls will access education. And if they access education, of course, they are also going to contribute to South Sudan. It's not for their personal gain, it's also for the whole nation. Yeah.
Yes. That's a very strong message there. You didn't write it down before you came here, did you?
I did.
Okay, good. So, last, what would be your message to everyone about child marriage or early marriage?
Well, when we get to see what is happening in South Sudan, actually child marriage is not good, because first, you are not the one to make the decision. It is not even your decision. It is actually the forced marriage. They got the man, you are supposed to go with him. And at that also scenario, the man will pay too much bride price. And when you go with that man, you are going to be treated like a property. Be like, when you try to talk, be like, why do you want to talk? Do you know how much I pay? That one like be like, you mean they were selling me or something of that kind. And also like choosing partners is not really good, because most of the times you will not even enjoy your life. Life will be very boring and all this. So we should not do that, and it is really bad for people. Like some people will think negative, and even like that incident that happened in Warab, the girl's eyes were plugged because she and seals together. These are the same incident that would happen. And is it good maybe for us to do some kind of fix? Of course, it's not really good. So this girl child marriage, it's not really something good. We should leave the girl to reach at least that appropriate age that she can try to make her own decision. And if she's going to access education and reach that level, of course, she's still going to have the family. Do you prefer maybe just giving her out like that and she goes? Of course, it's not good. It is good when she try to get education. She will be working, and she will also help the family members.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that one would be good. If all of us do that, South Sudan is going to be a great nation.
Thank you so much for being here today.
Okay.
Thank you for coming on the show.
You're welcome.